Boom. So hello guys, welcome to my tennis channel. In this video I will be talking about the new head boom tennis rackets, and you will hear my first impressions on the Pro version and the MP version. So stay tuned. Okay, so today I finally tested the new head boom tennis rackets, which I found a little bit, let's say, cheesy, the name for the racket. So I don't like the boom name for the rackets. It's cheesy and it's kind of easy, and it's, well, never mind. So the boom slogan, you got this, so you got this, so I've got this. I've got the MP version and the Pro version, the most anticipated versions, and Head did make a Team version and a Team L version. And the Pro version, if you look at the specs, if you can see, the Pro version is on the same level as the Prestige MP, Gravity MP, Radical MP, and the Extreme Pro in terms of the control power index, which is index that shows how controllable and how much power the racket has. So the Pro has the most control because it has the smaller head, 630 square centimeters, and the MP has the standard 100-inch head, which is 645 square centimeters. And that's why the MP is more on the power side. So the Pro is more control oriented and the MP is a power oriented racket. And today I've tested them both, and I did play with a female player, with an amateur, with a woman that plays tennis quite a lot, but it's on, let's say, intermediate level. She plays lots of ground strokes, not much on the net, so she likes long rallies from the baseline. So I was able really to get maximum from these rackets. So I first tried the MP version, which is the lighter version, 295 grams, and then I switched to the Pro version. And to be honest, to be completely honest, these are first impressions, so don't take that as granted as it is. It is not a review. So, but overall, my first impressions about these rackets are, yeah, I need to say that I'm quite disappointed, and especially I'm disappointed about the MP version, which I found kind of missing the place in the line of tennis rackets. So where's the problem with the MP version? These rackets, the Boom series, is actually replacing the Instinct series, because the Instinct series isn't there anymore, and the Instinct series, I didn't like it. It was the weakest series in the line from Head. I got arm issues with the racket. It felt hollow to me. It had lots of power, but it lacked control, lacked feel, and I didn't like that racket at all. I have to say, at all. It was for me, the Instinct racket the MP version or the other version, that were literally bad rackets for me, bad tennis rackets. And I don't say that often. I say that really in a, let's say, in a very limited time when I review tennis rackets. So Instinct was no go for me, and had tried to, I think, replace the Instinct line with these frames, and I'm not sure if they did a good job, if they decided well, because there are plenty of other rackets, other lines that are really good, and there are plenty of options in the Extreme line and in the Speed line, and I'm not sure where to put these frames actually, where to put them. But let's talk about the biggest issue from the MP version. So it's a 295 gram version, and yeah, that sounds good, because my personal racket, the Technifiber XTC, is a 295 gram racket. But the issue here is that, oh, I'm holding the Pro version, that the balance of this frame is 315 for a 295 gram racket. What does it mean? The racket in your hand feels really light, really light. Actually, it feels like some 280 gram racket, or even a lighter frame. So where's the catch? So if the balance of a 295 gram racket is so much to the handle, then you actually lose the power. You lose the power, and what's more disturbing, that you lose the stability. And that's where this particular frame, the MP version, fails hugely from my point of view. I've tested the frame on volleys, and I was really disappointed by the stability. So playing a forehand volley, yeah, it works kind of. You can play a forehand volley without a bigger problem, but on the backhand side there is a lack of the mass. You need that mass. If you play a backhand volley, you need something to support the stroke, the backhand stroke. You need that mass, you need that balance more in the head to give the racket more power and stability. So that's where the racket really fails, in my opinion. And when I did play with the racket afternoon with an 8-year-old child, a beginner who is playing around 10 hours, who has been playing tennis only for 10 hours, we did play on the small field, and I was like, okay, so this racket would be perfect just to play with children. But I was once again surprised that when you hit slowly with the racket, there is almost no power in the racket. So I was really surprised that when I was hitting light volleys and I wanted to give the boy a nice slow paced ball, I literally couldn't play it over the net without giving some energy to the racket, which I'm not used to. When I play with children, it's just like, and the ball flies from my Technifiber racket. But the Technifiber racket has a different balance. It is balanced more towards the head. So I was really surprised that the racket doesn't work even with a small child, and it lacks the power, and moreover it lacks the feel. So it was for me quite difficult to be precise with this frame. So I'm really disappointed by the MP version, and not sure for whom I should recommend this, because as I said before, There are plenty of other rackets, even for beginners, like the light versions of the extreme, or the light versions of the speed, or the light version of the radical, or the light version of the gravity. That can be for beginners or intermediate, amateurs, women, children, juniors, and it will work really well. So I'm not sure for whom this racket is, from whom it is, if you have many other options. And I told you about the Yonex in the previous videos that I like that Yonex, for example, has only few series, the V-Core, V-Core Pro, and the E-Zone, and there are plenty of rackets in these series included. And the boom, or the head has now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 series. 6 series, and in this series there are plenty of rackets. So if we count them, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 rackets. 31 rackets from one brand. So I think you have a choice. You have a choice, and we had a choice even before the boom came out. So I'm just thinking that this is actually splitting the market, and it makes people more confused. And maybe some people, when they look at the plan of head and they look at all the rackets they have, they go like, okay, so they have so many products, I'm confused, I don't know which racket to choose. I will go to another brand. I will choose the easier brand that is easier in explaining for whom this racket is, like Yonex. It's easy to understand these rackets and the series. So yeah, it turned out to a pretty nasty rant. As you can see, I'm really disappointed, and I don't want to be disappointed by new tennis rackets. So the MP version is for me a no-go, and actually I don't know whom should I recommend this racket right now. But maybe when I dive more into it, I will find out that it's actually worth it, but right now I don't know. One more thing I forgot to mention. So these rackets are strung with a head links touch around, I think, 24 or 25 kilos. So let's go for the Pro version. The Pro version is the best from these two rackets, and I believe from all the series, all the other rackets like the Boom Team and Team L, if you are looking for a racket for intermediate player. The Boom Pro is actually almost on the same level as the Speed MP and Pro. So it's right in between, and as you can see in the specs sheet, it's actually in the middle. So it's actually in the middle of the Speed Pro and in the middle of the Speed Pro and MP. So yeah, the Boom Pro actually fits the speed line. I feel like the Pro is actually a speed racket. The Boom Pro is actually a speed racket, but own specification. So if head decides, they will create a Speed Tour. This will be the racket. This will be Speed Tour, but they don't have it. They have Pro, MP, MPL. So I'm I'm not sure why they did this, why they created a complete new line of rackets if the Boom Pro perfectly fits the speed line. It's a more control or easy control oriented Pro version of the Speed. It's literally like a Speed Pro, but it has easier control, easier swing, but it's much stable than the MP version. So I can call the Boom Pro a regular tennis racket for an intermediate player who wants good control, good precision, and nice easy swing, and yeah, quite a lot of power. So the Pro is actually good. I felt good with it, and I didn't struggle with it at all, even if it is 310 gram, but the balance again is 310. So a 310 gram with a balance 310, perfect. Why did not they come up with these specs before, or other company? There are lots of frames around 3.5 or 310 gram, but the balance is like 315 or 320, and they are too powerful or too heavy to swing with when you are a lighter guy like I am. But these specs, the beam 22 millimeters, string pattern of course 16 by 19, and yeah, the head size 630, so 98 inch, so good precision, good control, nice flow, nice swing, good stability. So yeah, this is like a Speed Pro Lite, or Speed, I call it Speed Tour. So yeah, it looks like a little bit like the Speed, and it plays a little bit like the Speed, and yeah, this racket feels good. But the MP, I think it misses the point of the MP, and I'm not happy about it at all. So yeah, guys, these were my first impressions on the head booms, but I did play only 2 hours with a female women amateur and with an 8-year-old boy, and I will play with these rackets more hours with better players, and then I will decide if these rackets are worth it. So yeah, stay tuned, and if you like this first impressions, click the like button. If you didn't like it, click the thumbs down button, of course you can. And yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, thank you very much for commenting. I really like your comments, and yeah, we will see in another video. So yeah, play tennis every time, every day. See ya.